What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more travel hacking related content. If you're just getting into this hobby, it's easy to get overwhelmed with the lingo of all the possibilities that you have with points and miles. Remembering where points can be transferred to, which airlines are partners, what alliance they belong to, who passes on fuel surcharges, it could get pretty confusing. Some people don't want to deal with jumping through all these hoops in order to score free travel, which is fine. Yet these people still want to find a way to reduce their travel costs with credit card rewards. In this video, we'll discuss what I think is the best credit card for those type of travel hackers after you lightly tap the like button for the YouTube algorithm. This card is very easy to use and earns a flat 2 miles per dollar on everything. If you use this card at hotels.com, you earn 10 miles per dollar. The card that I'm referring to is the Capital One Venture Card. Now, many of you have seen the commercials where you could earn unlimited 2 miles per dollar on everything with this card. The miles earned from the Capital One Venture Card are very useful. To keep this simple, you can use your miles earned to wipe out any travel related charges at a value of 1 cent per mile. So for example, if you have a $200 hotel charge, you would need 20,000 miles to wipe out that charge. This will come in the form of a statement credit. This is why I say that this card is extremely convenient for those who do not want the hassle involved with this hobby. However, if you do want to dip your toes into transferring miles to Airline Partners, the Capital One Venture Card allows you to do that as well. The Venture Card has 15 different airline partners, and miles transfer at a 2 to 1.5 ratio for most airlines. JetBlue, Emirates, and Singapore transfer at a 2 to 1 ratio. The airline partners are Aeromexico, Air Canada, Air France, Alitalia, Avianca, Emirates, Finnair, JetBlue, Cathay Pacific, Etihad, Ava Air, Hainan Airlines, Qantas Airlines, Qatar Airways, Singapore Airlines. This is great because it gives you options. However, you should always crunch the numbers to see if it makes sense for you to transfer your venture miles to airlines. So just because you can transfer venture miles to airline miles doesn't make sense to do so. Well, it depends. You'll need to do the math to see how you should use your miles. Let's use an example with Aeroplan. Aeroplan is Air Canada's loyalty program. According to their award chart, it would take 60,000 Aeroplan miles to fly a round trip from the US to Western Europe. If you choose to transfer your venture miles to Aeroplan, you would need 80,000 venture miles to have 60,000 Aeroplan miles due to its 2 to 1.5 transfer ratio. So now that we know how many venture miles we need to cover an award flight with Aeroplan, let's crunch some numbers. Those 80,000 venture miles have a value of $800 if used as a statement credit. This is important to know so that you can determine how to use your miles. If the cash value of an award flight you found on Aeroplan is $800 or less, you're better off using your venture miles as a statement credit. If the cash value is more than $800, you're better off transferring those venture miles. Why is that? Let's assume the cash value is $1,500 for that same award flight. To use venture miles as a statement credit, you would need $150,000 to cover the cost of the flight. Meanwhile, you could transfer just 80,000 venture miles to Aeroplan to cover the flight. While the Capital One Venture Card has 15 different airline partners, not all of them are particularly useful. Some programs charge too many miles and don't really offer a good deal. Others charge hefty fuel surcharges, so it negates the value of the award. In my opinion, the best ones are Aeroplan, Avianca, and Qantas. Singapore Airlines is okay, but with a transfer ratio of 2 to 1, you'd require more miles when transferring to them. Because of this, you definitely want to do some math to make sure the value is there. Flying Blue, the loyalty program for Air France and KLM, can be a good one depending on the fuel surcharges. With the rest of the airline partners, I wouldn't even bother transferring miles to them. They either charge too many miles or there's a better alternative. For a more detailed look into each one of Capital One's transfer partners, check out this article from Million Mile Secrets, and I'll link that below. Now, another card that I have to mention is the Barclaycard Arrival Plus. While you can't transfer the miles earned on this card to airlines, you can use them to wipe out travel expenses at a value of 1 cent per mile, much like the Capital One Venture card. This is my go-to card for use in Europe. Many of the automated kiosks for train tickets, gas pumps, etc. require cards with the chip plus PIN capabilities, and this card is perfect for that. While I consider the Capital One Venture card to be the best credit card for casual travel hacking, it also provides you with the flexibility to transfer your venture miles to airline loyalty programs. You have the option of using your venture miles as a statement credit for a value of 1 cent per mile, or possibly get more value if you find a good award flight deal. What do you think of the venture card? Do you currently hold this card? Thanks again for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below, and we'll see you in the next one.